Welcome back, this is Andre from London Self-Defense Academy. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that is, why is Aikido misunderstood? This video will be exploring the understandings and different points of view on Aikido itself as a martial art and as a sport. So why is Aikido misunderstood? You have all seen different videos where people in their dress, kind of for Aikido with the hakama, doing different kind of art form videos. Now the art form is the showing of the principles of Aikido. A lot of Aikido principles rely on circles. The founder of Aikido was poet, was meditator, was deeply spiritual person. Well, that doesn't come up in many martial arts. However, from my perspective, if you practice in martial arts, you're also practicing self-development. In some cases can be seen as a spiritual development or physical development, whatever you want to call it. All of these things intertwine together and create a better techniques, better understanding, more emotional and physical stability in that situation. So this is why you see a lot of people just practicing beautiful wide circles and moving this way. Well, actually, a lot of those things are based on sword cuts. This was designed for samurais when they lost a sword in a battlefield to be able to defend themselves. So if someone is swinging a sword like this, you are coming from underneath, throwing them down, taking their sword, and you're in the right place. So let's say that Sam is swinging a sword. I can elbow him here. I've got the sword. I'm taking it out in here, and I've got his sword, and I can then use it against him. These were the principles that were applied, and that's why a lot of the times you see people someone is just coming straight in and they're just moving in and throwing them down. They break falling. Now the break falls are vital part of Aikido, because if you don't know how to break fall, you're gonna fall on your face. If he's again going straight up, look, this is a strike in here, and I can throw him straight down to the floor. Now, if he didn't turn, he would go straight down, or I can break his arm. So this is one of the basic misunderstandings that are in Aikido. Also, look, we have Nikio, he grabs my hand, and you see, oh, he's doing some wrist lock. But really, if this is done hard and fast, I'm breaking his wrist, okay? Look, you get Nikio in here, you turn it, you've got Sankyo in here. This is another wrist lock that could snap the wrist. You've got Heiji Shimi. They can dislocate the shoulder. A lot of these things in Aikido and Aikijitsu version of Aikido, which is the practical part of Aikido, are not seen there. They are not understood, because you see someone moving apart and just going like this, and there's a deflection. You say, well, that doesn't work. He's gonna turn and smack you in the face. Absolutely, right? But look, what is happening there is here. I'm staying here, I'm controlling his body. He cannot do anything from here, right? I'm controlling his body. I can get this into a lock in here, I can do different versions of the lock from here before he does anything. It's a lot of the times, it's also about the destabilization of his body. If he's strong in here, he's gonna be really strong, right? However, if I just move his hips a little bit, he's not going to be able to generate the full power that he has normally. The destabilization is so important, right? If we end up in here and I allow him to turn, then he's gonna murder me there, right? Because I don't know what he's gonna do. He's trained, right? But if I keep standing in here and disaligning him, there's not much he can do, right? We're gonna start wrestling, but before that, I'm already gonna have him in a lock. Okay, so another part we already touched on, but why the Aikido strikes are misunderstood? Well, again, a lot of them are shortcuts. A lot of them are, yokomen, showman, different kind of strikes where you think, well, street scenario, well, maybe someone's got a bottle, that's the only time that's gonna work, or they got stick. This is a baseball bat strike. Who's gonna have a baseball bat, right? Yes and no. These, you have to understand that they were all shortcuts. They were all practiced this way, right? So this is that martial art was done for a certain period of time where people used to carry swords, which they don't anymore, right? However, you can still use the principles of it. Even if he's striking from top, right? I can be deflecting. So it doesn't matter if he's here, I'm deflecting it that way, or if he's doing a jab, I can still be reflecting this way. If the hook is coming in, we are covering in here, or we just let it slide, make a connection, get it right there, right? It doesn't really matter. All of those things can be applied and can be used, but the most important thing is you have to keep practicing. A lot of the times what we see is people do a strike and they leave it there for 5 minutes for you to do the technique. That is completely unrealistic. Of course, anyone who is trained will tell you that doesn't work, but this is for you to learn, because the Aikido techniques are so complicated. Because from here, if you're trying to do Ikkyo, you have to understand that you have to move to the side, grab the wrist, and then try to turn your body and get right there. So actually, from that perspective, if he pulls it back straight away, I'm not gonna be able to practice the technique and I'm gonna be already out because he really got me, right? So the misunderstanding in that situation, we have to keep the arm in there for us to be able to understand what we need to do. But if it comes to real practical situations, for me, Artemis is pulling back, yes, I'm already here. And see, I didn't succeed, right? So this is why you have to understand that he's gonna be moving. If the hand is there, this is great. I know how Ikkyo is done now. If he's moving, look, I've got nothing. I need to understand the dynamics of it. Because if I don't spar in a real situation, I'm not gonna be able to move in the right way. So if he's moving back slowly, we need to use other things and then get into the Ikkyo situation, okay? So we're combining different things together. That works for us. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let us know in the comments down below what would you like to see in our future videos. Definitely stay tuned. Again, thanks for your support and we'll see you next time.